Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Morgan Options. Here I show you how to trade binary options. And today's strategies will be not stop. Before we get started, I just want to ask you one thing. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and put a like. Because I've never seen such a detailed guide like mine anywhere else. And of course, don't forget about my Telegram channel. Message me on Telegram and get even more useful information and start trading with me. So, let's start with today's trading. Today I am trading on currency pairs with the most optional price movement and payout percentage, which you can see before your eyes. As usual, I have conducted a detailed analysis at this moment and concluded that I will use this combination of indicators, which will include a weighted moving average with a period of 15, a fractal with a period of 5, and a momentum oscillator with a period of 15. This is a relatively simple scalping strategy that works well on the 1 minute, 2 minute, and 5 minute time frames. In general, the entry signals will be very simple, and I believe that as I trade, you'll understand how to correctly use this combination of indicators. I will explain each trade in detail so that by the end of the video, you have as much positive information as possible and as few questions as possible. All trades will be opened on 1 minute time frame. Let's start with a $50 trade that's half of my starting balance. Let's start analyzing and picking the first currency pair. Here we can open the first trade for an upward movement. If this candle shows a sharper upward movement, like it just did, I will immediately open another trade for a downward movement. Let me explain the entry point. This is not exactly a signal to open, but in general, the price movement looks good. The weighted moving average crossed from top to bottom, and we can see the trend is starting to turn downward. On my oscillator, we see red downward volumes, which confirms the entry for a downward movement. Let's watch the result. I think the second trade will close in profit. And the second trade closes in profit. I agree, it was a somewhat questionable entry. Not quite the right signal, and I may have been a bit hasty. In most cases, avoid such situations, but nonetheless, I close the second position in profit. The next trade will also be for the maximum balance amount to confirm the validity of this strategy. I will risk my entire balance and also aim to achieve the most optional profit from today's trading. Let's continue and pick the next currency pair. Here I will open the position for an upward movement. This is not exactly the right signal either. The right entry would have been right when the weighted moving average crossed. But nonetheless, I see a price reaction level that is slightly higher. The trend shows a sharp impulse toward this level. Anyway, the weighted moving average did cross from bottom to top. And I also see green volumes on the oscillator, which have just appeared. So, I will open a trade for an upward movement. Let's watch the result. I hope I get lucky here. And the trade closes in profit. Excellent, the upward movement happened. Even though I opened the position in a more tense moment. The price went up, and I closed the position in profit. Let's continue opening the next trade with the maximum balance amount and pick the next currency pair. If you wanna get free real money to your trading account right now, in the description of this video I will leave a link to this trading platform, my friends. I trade here every day and I write a new promo that gives you real free money to the balance. You can use them for trading. It's best way for practice for beginners. Here I will probably open a trade for a downward movement after a small pullback in the form of these two candles. I believe a trend change might follow downward. After updating the global maximum, a local maximum was formed here, so a local minimum should form. The weighted moving average crossed from top to bottom, and my oscillator confirms it. I see red downward volumes, so I will open a position for a downward movement. Let's see the result. And the trade closes in profit. Excellent. The signal here was simple and reliable. The exit happened without issues, and I closed the position in profit. Let's open another position with the maximum balance amount to confirm the validity of this strategy and aim for an even better profit. I will take another risk. Let's continue and pick the next currency pair. Here I will try to open a trade for an upward movement. There is a potential for further movement upward. It's a good entry point. And we have several touch points where the price reacted and moved up. Here I see the weighted moving average crossing from bottom to top, and I'm observing a change in volume direction. The color is turning green now. It's not too visible, but it's happening. So, in this case, I will prefer to open a trade for an upward movement. Let's watch the result. And the trade closes in profit. Excellent, guys. Let's now try opening a $120 trade with the entire balance. I don't want to risk more of my balance right now. The profit from today's trading already suits me. So, as consolidation, let's analyze another interesting entry. We will continue and pick the next currency pair. Let's try to open a trade for an upward movement here. I'm mainly looking at my local minimum. I understand that it has already been updated, and there should be an update of the local maximum. This didn't happen at this point, and the price showed a small pullback. I'm going to take advantage of this pullback and open a trade for the continuation of the trend. We are also observing the volumes and see that the green color appears on the volumes. So there is a potential for further upward movement. But there may be no exit here. The pullback continued, and I didn't enter the trade at the right time. Still, the trade closes in a loss. But this wasn't a very clear signal or a clear entry point. Ideally, the trade should have been opened here, a little early, at the exact crossing of the moving average, and after forming the local minimum. I thought that after this pullback, the price would move up again, but it hasn't happened, and I made a mistake with this assumption. But no worries, overall, I'm very happy with today's trading profits. Let's fix the profit and proceed to the withdrawal. Today's profit is $400 from 50. The withdrawal operation is being successfully completed. This is the kind of trade that we had today with this combination of indicators. As you can see, this strategy is not that complicated, and it actually performs very well on the 5-minute time frame. You can safely test it. I'm sure you will like the results. However, if you have any question, you can find the link to my Telegram in the description below the video and ask any questions. I will do my best to help everyone. Well, I wish you all a great day and See you soon, guys.